Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing to start the drive. Whitehead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And they want to get him going early in this one because, remember, he struggled throwing the football last week, and he's firing away to start this one. But that one was incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to 50, back to 50.
Looking to throw. Whitehead. They'll sling this out to Krosky Merritt. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Whitehead slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Cowboys 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, I think this is what long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Hawks 70, Hawks, go!
Throwing to start the drive. Whitehead. That's caught. Krosky Merritt with it. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to throw. Rhodes will get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Rhodes. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Trap 60.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Whitehead. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his 1st season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off play action. Whitehead. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Jackson. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a 2nd and 10.
Go! 70 Lions! Panther 11! Panther 11!
Looking to throw. Rhodes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Operating from the gun. Rhodes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
The Cowboys at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Rhodes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Blue. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On 4th down, Rhodes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Whitehead. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Okay, ready? Back. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Back to throw again. That is into the hands of Krosky Merritt. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hold the ready.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
16-yard line.
Go.
Off the play fake. Rhodes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
Back to throw. Rhodes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll run once more with JCM. Down the left sideline.
And finally down at the 36-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready, set.
2nd and 11 now.
Let's go.
It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got his receiver, Lane.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Rig alert, rig alert. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
Krosky Merritt will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Off play action. Rhodes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Ready. 6.
Throwing to start the drive. Whitehead. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is caught.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Jalen Lane,
a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
60 by 6.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Let's go now.
On first down, it's Blue. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Throwing to start the drive. Whitehead setting up the screen. Krosky Merritt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Past the 60. Past the 60.
The final shot before break. Whitehead. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
They'll start out here with the option left. They'll run with Brooks. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 34 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They go again with Blue. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Here we go. 70, 10 people. Let's go.
Blue will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Got it. Ready?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. Whitehead. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
For a Commander's 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Whitehead. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Harris, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And that flag accepted. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they'll try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The penalty got them half the distance to the goal down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line.
He stiff arms him. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Rhodes.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 41. They'll look to throw again.
Trying to set up a screen for Blue.
Past the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
It's
a gain of 32 that time.
That's another.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Off the play fake. Rhodes. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Whitehead. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
He's going to go up top again. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Throwing to start the drive. Rhodes. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Now they'll change things up.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 19 Lion.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Rhodes. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
19, Tiger, 19.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. That'll be complete to Blue. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jaden Blue with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Commanders 43, Cowboys 29.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On the set.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Dragon 60. Cougar 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey, fix the eagle, fix the eagle.
And now an audible here into something else.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to throw. Rhodes. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Good, let's control the trenches. Keep doing offense. Like it. Movement.
Looking to throw.
Rhodes. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Throwing to start the drive.
Whitehead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Get it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
46-yard line.
Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Take over.
2nd and 1.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Dragon 60.
Off play action. Rhodes. Right side cleared by Jackson. And they'll get this down to the 10.
With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A big play looming on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Off the play fake. Rhodes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. An empty look offensively. Here's 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Whitehead. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 Bobcat. No. 7, 19. Come 19. Come 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Rhodes. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Here's 2nd down.
79 Bronco. Set it. Riggs. 79. Right here. Hurt. Go.
Looking to throw. Rhodes. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolf.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rhodes. And he's caught.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Back to throw again. And it'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Here comes second down.
Cowboys! Cougar 19!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
The Cowboys will line up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
That makes the score. Commanders 50. Cowboys 42.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Come on.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.